Tell me what you say now. Tell me what you say, come again. If you cannot stay down, then you do not have to pretend like there is no way out.
Hey cutie, welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Brittany, and in today's video we're going to be reviewing the new Patrick Tabeauty foundation, and it happens to be $60, which still is blowing my mind. We're going to be doing a wear test on that foundation, so I'm going to be wearing it all day. I'm going to be wearing it to work. So we're really going to figure out if it's actually worth the $60. And let's get into it. But before you go, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, so you already seen from the intro that we are going to be trying Patrick Tabeauty's foundation, and it is his Major Skin Hydra Luxe Luminous Skin Perfecting Foundation. It retails for $58, okay, $58, and when I first seen the price point, I was disgusted. I made a whole TikTok video about it because I think that is like really expensive. However, I tried it in store one day and it looked really good on my skin, and it's able to cover my hyperpigmentation, and I had a little extra money to burn, so I went ahead and got it. I'm in the shade Golden Neutral number 18, so let's go ahead and try it. It says it's lightweight and luminous with serum inspired ingredients. It's buildable, medium coverage, and his hydration, and it blurs imperfections. So I don't know if this is going to last, how it's going to last. I don't know. It says it's best for dry and combination and normal skin. I don't know, my T-zone gets oily. I already did my skin prep. If you want to see a video on my skin prep, please let me know. Shake well, it says. Actually a beautiful bottle, I'd like to think. I'm going to put a couple pumps on the back of my hand. And I'm going to do one side with a brush and the other side with a sponge, just to see how it works with both. So I'm just going to attempt to evenly distribute it on my skin. I think I'm going to need another pump. But we're going to start with this. So with this side, on my right side, we're going to go in with the sponge. What are y'all thinking? Obviously, a sponge always makes something a little more sheer. But I think it looks really pretty. And I think I did a great job with the shade match. Because whenever you're in Sephora or any beauty store, the lights are always a little bit off. And you think that is your shade, but you get outside the damn store and you look like an Oompa Loompa. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go in with the brush on this side. I'm definitely sure we're going to get more coverage, but I just want to show you. This is really sheer for me. I really could see my skin shine through, so that's a good thing. So if people like that type of thing, it's definitely good. But we're going to build it because it says you can build it. So I'm going to go in with a couple more pumps just so I can attempt to get some type of a full coverage. Okay, there we go. That's more like it. That's what I like. It's starting to build a bit. And you don't ever want to forget your neck. Because when you forget your neck, that's when you look like you have on a mask. And you're better than that. Okay, I hate seeing the girls do that. If you're a light-skinned woman, make sure to get behind your ear. Because your foundation tends to be a little bit more darker than your skin. And we could tell. So then we're going to use dabbing, stippling motions on this side. It's crazy because it's lightweight, but it's still like, it kind of feels like, I don't know how you say it, like, not really thick. So how are we feeling about it? If I look a little puffy, it's because I was up since 4 o'clock. So my face didn't settle in yet for the day. Right now it's actually 5:30, 5:31, and I gotta go to work. So we're gonna put this makeup on and we're gonna hope that it lasts for my whole shift, because I am a bit scared because it is like illuminating foundation. I usually stay away from these foundations at all costs. I find as though the mattifying foundations are usually more long wearing. Like a foundation like this, it's very beautiful on the skin, don't get me wrong. However, this is something that I would wear to like dinner, or if I had like a little meeting, if I had like a little lunch and I wasn't going to be out long. Definitely in the fall slash winter, like the cooler months. Is that my lace lifting? Don't fucking embarrass me, bitch. I'm not in the mood. So I just glued your ass down. So when you do that, oh, I should do this side. Yeah. So in the cooler months, you know, the products tend to be a little bit more forgiving. When you use like dewy products, they tend to stay in place. But if you have like oily skin, or you can get oily, or you know, you're doing a lot during the day whereby you're like moving around, I wouldn't suggest a dewy foundation. I'm going to just finish up my makeup the normal way I finish it up. I don't want to change it up and, you know, make anything different just for this foundation. I want to do everything the same way that I always do it, just so that we can see how this foundation operates. You know what I'm saying? We not cutting no corners. We ain't giving no shortcuts. We ain't giving no freebies. Is this shit worth $60 or not? Because that shit, I'm still not over that shit. I'm still not. $60 for a foundation is expensive. And honestly, their own, yeah. I remember I was having a debate this summer. It wasn't even a debate. I just shut some bitch down because, like, she gonna say, oh, foundations, isn't that the normal price of foundations? $60. No, it's not, bitch. The normal foundation rate, like the most expensive, my favorite foundation is Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place foundation, and that foundation was the most expensive foundation that I was using, and that shit was like $48. You know what I mean? And now they moved it up, so it's damn near 50. It is 50 now. So that was expensive. So here's 60. Yeah, you're insane. I went in with my Born This Way Mocha concealer. And if you know me, then you know the Born This Way concealers are my favorite. And now I'm going to go in with Golden Beige. I picked up Warm Beige, but Golden Beige is my favorite. It has a beautiful yellow undertone. And that's what we're going to go in with. I still got to do my hair. But I started a hair tutorial of me installing this hair and all that, but I didn't finish it. And if you can see, I never do concealer before contour. That's weird. So I'm just going to let it sit here and let it build up. So we'll say I meant to do that. So this is the Huda Beauty concealer that I use as a contour in the shade Maple. It's such a rich red brown. It definitely has like a red undertone. I love reds on myself and on, you know, people with melanated skin. So I'm going to blend that out as normal until it disappears. It's blending in very nicely. I will say that. Okay, Little Miss $60. The thing about me, I'm going to complain the whole way. I'm going to do a video on contouring. And then I'm going to do a separate video on my nose. I know I've been saying it for the longest, but I'm here on YouTube for real now. Like, consistent for real. You know what I mean? So I'm following through, y'all. As you can see, it's 5:30 a.m. Well, it's probably a little bit later now. And I have to go to work. Like, I have to do a whole shift. And I'm here. And, you know, I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to grow with you guys. I'm excited to make a community with you guys. Let me know if there's things that you want me to try in the makeup realm. You know, I'm still a 9-to-5er, so when I get my bread, you know, I will see to it that I can do certain things. But it's just certain things, like, even if y'all suggest me to try that, realistically, I'm just not going to do it because it's like, no. Like, you know what I mean? Because it's like certain things, like when it comes to like dewy products, like I just know it doesn't work well with me. So I'm literally going to be buying something just to like to waste it. But then I can always return it. So let's go ahead and set. So when you set, you know you have to blend out all the harsh edges, make sure everything is seamless. You want to look up and get all the creases out. So we're going to go in with Lauramercier. And I like to use a damp sponge. If you watch my Flawless foundation, my Flawless Beige foundation, then I don't know. If you watch my damn everyday makeup tutorial, then you would have seen why I do it. So you want to really make sure you get the sides of your nose. If you're oily, you want to push that product in because that's where it will start to separate first. And then right here, like basically the crevices of your nose. Forehead. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my face, seeing that this is not a makeup tutorial. It is a makeup review and we want to focus on the foundation. So let me go ahead and finish up my makeup and get back to you. I'm finishing up my makeup. I'm on my eyebrows and I already see at the side of my mouth it is creasing. I am losing foundation. I literally did nothing. I didn't even eat yet. And right now it is 6:40. And this is my makeup. Like, alright. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add, because I'm going to work. This is really annoying. I'm going to add some concealer here. And I'm going to let it sit. And as you can see, I have a hyperpigmentation mark from a pimple that my dermatologist injected and left a bruising mark, which I'm working on getting rid of. And you can see it through the foundation. So, yeah. So I'm just setting it. So I just added more concealer. And I'm going to set it. And then I'm going to go over it with my face powder. I'm going to go. So I'm dipping into my face powder with the same sponge. It's my Studio Fix. And I'm just going to push it into the skin instead of using a brush. As well as the hyperpigmentation mark. And hopefully that gets me through the day. Okay, y'all, this is the final look. I'm looking okay. I got this to settle down. I used finishing spray and setting spray. And I'm going to finish putting on my lashes at work. I'm going to be using Taylor Minx Lash Pack in the style Snob. It's available with the link in my bio at taylorminx.com. And I'm going to be checking in with you guys during the day so that you can see the progress of my makeup, of my skin, and how it's holding up, if it's separating, because now we really have to focus on the corners of my mouth because I wasn't even done with my makeup and it started to settle into fine lines and crease. So I'll come back again with another update. Hey y'all, the time is now 2:30 p.m. I've had my lunch and some time has went by and I just wanted to show you guys my makeup. I feel like my makeup looks fairly good. The corners of my mouth, again, we talked about this morning. I just ate and I feel like it's honestly not that bad for what I thought it would be like for a foundation that's so dewy on my skin type. And even with it separating earlier, Hi y'all, so we're back. I am back from work right now. It is 7:58. Let me show you guys the time. 7:58. And I went to work, and I went to two Home Goods, one in Long Island, one in Bayside. So you know I was out and about. I was out and about. And this is my makeup. I did not touch anything up, even though I was tempted to earlier. When I was at work, I showed you guys that the makeup was settling into my smile lines. And sometimes when that happens, we look at our makeup and we're tempted to add more products. But all you need to do sometimes is just diffuse the makeup that's already there, because sometimes it just gets trapped in the fine lines. So if you just spread it out, it'll be fine. And that's exactly what I did, because I left my powder at home. I just used my powder puff and I went in and just dabbed it. I had no extra products to even put on my smile lines, and it was fine. I don't carry extra blush with me, so the only thing that I do when I'm touching my makeup is really my lips, and I normally don't have to touch up my makeup during the day. So I want to show you what my makeup looks like close up. So close up, if you can see, my T-zone is always my oily area. So this is your T-zone. If you don't know, it literally makes a T. And right here, I was telling you about making sure always you get the sides of your nose, because the makeup tends to separate. And as you can see, the makeup is separating there. I feel like I do kinda need to shave my little peach fuzz, but that is what my upper lip is looking like, and this is what the size of my mouth is looking like. And remember, I didn't add any product, and all I had to do was just blend it out with a puff. The makeup is holding up very well, and I'm super surprised for it to be a dewy foundation, knowing that they don't work that well on me. Pleasantly surprised. However, I will say, and I will add, to be fair, I did not have a busy day at work at all. It was not busy. The work was pretty steady. It was kind of slow almost, and so there wasn't a lot of me running back and forth. I didn't have to put on a mask at work, so there's no way of knowing if the makeup would have transferred in the mask and just came off. Overall, I think this is a beautiful foundation. I still feel like this is a foundation I would only wear on my day off, because on a regular day I don't take any extra products with me to work besides my face powder and a tiny jar of translucent powder. So the only things that I take to work in my makeup bag is this face powder and this tiny translucent powder in a sample jar that I get from Sephora that I just always refill. You gotta watch the haters at work, because you know they be quick to say that shit is Coke. I've never done Coke. Got too much money to do Coke. Anyway, that's not really my thing. I'm literally high and energetic off life. Really, like, I literally have ADHD. Zony Coke. However, if you do Coke, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Is it the hard stuff? But these days, you know, weed isn't doing much for the girls. But if you could do Coke in this economy. But anyway, so this is a foundation that I would only wear if it was my day off from work, if it is the fall and winter months, like in the cooler weather, and if I'm going to dinner, if I'm running errands, you know, if I need to take pictures, if I was going to an event. I don't feel like I trust this foundation enough for me to really do, like, you know, a full day of work on the regular, or like, you know, just a lot of running around in the heat. I would be scared of the separation and maybe of it looking even more oily. I do feel like my skin prep really helped and aided in my makeup staying in place. So I tell you guys all the time, like, you have to have a really good prep routine. I think that is the reason why my face was able to stay on. So yeah, this is the final results. Let me know what you think about it. I'm pretty pleased with it. I still feel like the price point is a bit much. especially in this economy. I think this is going to be a type of foundation that people are going to penny pinch and only pull out for special occasions. But as for the shade match, I think I did a pretty great job on the shade match, and I got a lot of compliments on my makeup today. And yeah, so that's tea. So let me know your thoughts below. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you want to see next. Anyways, I'm cute. Bye. Oh, and tell a friend to come hang with me. Hey guys, Brittany from the future here, and as I'm editing, a lot has came out about Patrick Ta, so I just wanted to give a quick disclaimer. This foundation was purchased during the Sephora sale back in November, and if you go through my videos, whether on TikTok, if it's still there by the time you're watching it, or on Instagram, you will see that Patrick Ta's blushes as well as his foundation was in that haul, because I am a fan of his blushes. However, I will not be purchasing any more. However, I will not be throwing out the products that I have because I pay for them. That's wasteful. However, her throwing out her products is not wasteful because he played in her face. And that's what that black woman says, so that's what I'm going with. So in no way, shape, or form am I promoting his products. I'm just carrying out the content that was already previously recorded and using the products that I previously purchased. I am not telling anyone to go out there and buy this man's products. Okay? I'm not a token. Tokens get spent. Okay, carry on.
Tell me what you say now. Tell me what you say, come again. If you cannot stay down,